I'm L'Oreal, and I have the beautiful, you look amazing, Janelle Monae here today. And I'm so excited to talk about your brand new album, Float. We've been waiting for some music, Janelle.
Yeah.
Forever, I feel like. It's been quite some time, right? How does it
Is
feel
this
to have this
is
brand
this
new thing?
live?
Nope. Nope. So why do you
Okay.
want to curse?
Well, it's not an album, it's a single.
Oh, sorry,
You
sorry. You're
said
single. You're
no,
single. You're
yeah,
single. You're brand new single. I got
like, I
carried
don't feel
away.
any albums out. I'm like, "Ooh,
I
okay,
got carried
it's
away
okay.
because I'm waiting
Don't
for
worry."
the album.
You know what? I felt that, and I'm so thankful. That's so sweet.
So yes, I do want to talk about this single, and it's amazing. I love the vibe of it. You have so many key words and sentences and lines and punchlines in there that I want to ask you about. But you've been working on a lot of self-reflecting and kind of just switching it up a little bit on us.
Well, first of all, I'm so happy that you are vibing with Float. It's definitely the wave that I'm on. I told myself this time around I'm not going to talk over the art, talk over
Yeah.
the experience, and I
Hmm.
love that people are listening to it and you know connecting with it,
Right.
connecting their own experiences with it.
Hmm.
Obviously, like the lyrics kind of tell what the song is about.
Yeah.
And I think that for me with Float, it's like that's the wave that I feel like in life, even in when things are not going like you want them to go, or there's always going to be moments that feel heavy. But how can you float through that? How do you
Right.
deal with what life serves you? Um, yeah, and in order to float, you got to let some things go.
And protecting your energy. That's a
Yeah.
big thing that's very important. That's something that I have to work on as well. So, when did you come to that moment? Was it during it? Because I feel like during the pandemic, we saw a little bit of a change with you. Did you have any self reflecting while you were in the pandemic and had some time? Well, maybe a little bit of time to yourself that you usually don't have.
Yeah, I mean, I think, for those of us who could, have the opportunity to do some healing and kind of go inward. Um, I had an opportunity to do that. Things got canceled for me,
Hmm.
like touring and so many other things. But during that downtime, I definitely got more in tune with the person that I was becoming and who I
Yeah.
am right now. And I'm fully just honoring the present right now.
Hmm. Okay, so in Float, you say it's hard to look at my resume and not find a reason to toast, right? And I know that's right. What is one of the moments in your career that you're the most proud about?
Oh, it's not just a moment. I'm proud of everything that has led me to the person that I am today.
Hmm.
I can't look at just even my life as a kid, during those moments where perhaps we didn't have all the money in the world to do certain things or have the most Christmas presents or, the Jordans or whatever, or, the ups and downs of just life. All of that helped build my character. All of that helped me to be a greater empathizer of folks. And, the fact that I'm here, that's enough
Hmm.
to celebrate. The fact that we
Yes.
made it and that we're having this earth experience is like, how can you not be floating in gratitude, you know?
Yes, yes. And you talked about the things that you've been through in your life. And I know you always, at one point in time, you wore the black and white, we know, as a homage to your mother, because you said
Mhm.
she had the uniforms. You remember the black and white uniforms.
Yeah.
And you always represented her through your dressing. And of course, you quit music the other day for fake because they try to call you the damn Monopoly man.
That was so hilarious. Like, I'm still laughing about it.
So like when that does happen, I love that you have a good sense of humor about those kind of things. It doesn't bother you at all, right?
No. Oh, it's so funny. People are funny. Let me tell you, Black Twitter, unbelievable.
The
One thing
funniest.
they gonna do is they gonna sit there and come up with something that's gonna, you know, continue to keep us laughing and bringing us joy, and that's what I'm about.
Well, let me tell you who didn't look like the Monopoly man last weekend at the All-Star games, okay? Because you had some skin out. You was looking good.
Oh
you,
my
you
God, thank you. I
did
had a
you
good time.
so when you do now, because I know you're way more free spirit, you're way more like just embracing yourself. Do you sometimes get those moments where you're like, oh wait, this might be a little bit too revealing? I thought you looked good, but some people may have been shocked.
No, I mean, I've always been free spirited. I've
Hmm.
always, you know, just I have agency over what I want to do. I'm the final say sower of
Yes.
what I wear, what I can look like, and I've you know they're in terms of like looks and dress. Like it's nobody is gonna ever tell me what I should or should not be wearing, and
Hmm.
I mean that'll never work out for them.
Yeah. Well, I did see you do something that I think I might have never seen anyone do before, and that was play basketball with shades on.
Yes, honey. I should have brought them so I could put them on for you. I mean, I got
I-
these today.
Come on now. See, I'm a glasses girl
But,
too. Now
yes,
let's go with
I
this.
love I mean, I had to protect my eyes, you know? It's no different than when they wear their little things, but
No,
I told
that was
myself,
cool.
in order for me to play great, I have to feel great. And my
Yes.
shades help make me feel great. I mean, I didn't score a point, but that's not the point. Did I have a good time? Did I have a wonderful time in the All-Star game? Did I live my best life? Was I a great teammate? I was cheering everybody on. I mean, I could have played offense, defense at the same time against my team, but that doesn't matter, you know?
At one point, you was guarding your own teammate. I'm like, Janelle,
I
who
mean
taught you basketball?
listen. They said come and play, and that's what I
Yes.
did.
Okay, I get it. I
Get
get it.
around. I had a good time.
As long as you look fly doing it, I think that's all that really matters. And you won still. You guys
We
won.
won. Team
That's
D-Bay
crazy.
won. Like, come on. That's all. We needed the W.
See, I love that. Okay. And it's also, you have Float as one of the anthems for the NBA. How big is that? First, they're calling you to be a player in the NBA. Now, now they're using your songs. How
Yeah.
major is that?
Oh my God. That's like when I wrote Float, and when I think about the horns in it, it feels like a song made for champions and those who are
Hmm.
aspiring to float into their greatest and their highest self. Me and the producers, when we were writing the song together and we finished it, we were like, ooh, what if what if the NBA played this? What if LeBron was listening to this
Hmm.
in his locker room? Like, oh, what if Giannis was listening to it? And it's like we literally said these things, and the fact that it's happening, they've been using the song as their anthem of the season. Like it's really, really cool, and I'm just happy that people are using the song in many different ways. Like that's what
Yeah.
I really want. I want people to feel like this is my shit. Like when I put this on, I'm I'm floating to the greatest version of myself. And if I'm not there, I'm gonna figure out how to get there.
Yeah. So who has you floating right now? Because, everybody has to have a little somebody special in their life. Do you have
Ooh.
something or someone a little special in yours?
Oh my goodness. I have so many special people in my life.
That's a cop out.
So many special people. We wouldn't be who we are without all the special people in our lives from
Is
our
one in Atlanta and one in the hills?
hey, are you listening to the lyrics? Them both. Once they start on coming with a limit, I swipe it, I spin it, I swear I be doing them. I'm having fun. I'm having a wonderful time.
But so in relationships though, like just any kind of intimate relationship, do you
Mm.
typically spend money, or are you the giver or the taker, or is it equal 50-50?
I like to give, and I
Yeah.
and I also like when certain things were given to me. Have you heard of the 5 love languages?
Yes. What's yours?
So for me, I love giving experiences. So like I don't need you to buy me like I can buy myself things.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I
Of
can't at
course.
this point. I didn't always I couldn't always, but at this point in my life, like I can buy myself things. And when people buy me stuff, it's always like a beautiful thing, and I don't like take it for granted. But I like giving experiences. So I love taking people, like we would go to on a day trip, or not a day trip, like we go to Jamaica, or maybe we go to
Yeah.
Greece, or if I can plan out a whole day for us to do X, Y, and Z, and like looking at their eyes, like, I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, and I also like experiences given back to me. I like quality time, but I'm not really like a gift person, you know? I
Mm.
like giving gifts, but more so experiences. Like, I
I
want you to
like
always
that.
remember this day. Yeah,
Yeah. Creating memories kinda and things that you could look back on.
that's all we have.
Yeah, so you said at one point in time you wasn't able to afford everything that you wanted, right? Was that when you were signed to Bad Boy? Because a lot
Oh,
of people had issues over
yeah,
there.
honey.
What?
No, I still work with Puffy.
Okay, you still work with
I
Puff.
love
Great.
Puff. He's
That's
been
great because
nothing but supportive of me and my career, and, you know, he met me when I was, um, an independent artist in Atlanta,
Mhm.
pressing CDs, in the basement of our house, and
Yeah.
he said, "Listen, I don't want to creatively be involved in anything that you guys are doing. I just want the world to know about Janelle Monae and about Wonderland and about who you are." And he's always kept his word, and, kind of stayed uh stayed like on the sidelines, and came in when needed. So
Yeah.
I love Puff, and I have nothing but positive things to say about him when it comes to my career.
With yours.
I'm my own boss though. Like, it was always set up in that way. Like,
Mhm. So
I've always
you're
made
about your business.
Oh, yeah, I've always made my own decisions. I've always, um, you know, expressed how I felt. I've never been shy about that, and I think I knew what kind of artist I wanted to be. And when you're convicted and going into this industry, because I had time as an independent artist
Mhm.
to see who I was and what I wanted to say and what I didn't want to do. And by the time, I met Puff, and by the time I, um, you know, got more opportunities, I had a good sense of who Janelle Monae was.
Yeah. You knew your plan, you knew your path, you knew what you wanted to do, and you executed it amazingly, obviously. And you're still at the top of the game. You're doing more things, you're acting, and that's what we love you as an actor. I got a chance, and we talked about this on the show a couple weeks ago. I got a
Yeah,
chance to see your latest movie where you won an award for already.
thank
Okay.
you. Yeah,
And congratulations on all that. But how
thank you.
difficult, because I wasn't able to ask you then, how difficult was it for you to have to play different characters all in the same movie? Like you were yourself against yourself.
It's so fun, like one of the most funnest challenges to date, as an actor. I mean, I basically was playing 4 different
Yes.
characters. Like, I was playing Helen, I was playing Andy, I was playing Helen pretending to be Andy before the audience knew, and then playing Helen pretending to be Andy after the audience knew. So that it took a lot of, like, I had 4 different notebooks for each of them.
Wow.
And, it was so fun though. It was so fun being able to go outside of Janelle Monae and create an accent for the characters, and be a part of a murder mystery film. Like, that's one of my favorite genres. Um,
Mm.
anyway, so yeah, I had so much fun, and I'm so happy that people are loving the film, and the love that it's been getting since it came out. It's
Yeah.
just like I keep that near and dear to my heart.
So when it comes to acting, right? What do
Yeah.
you have next? I know you're working on something else already because that's just the type of person you are. You stay busy, you stay working, right? Can you let us in on a little secret of what you might have coming up or maybe even something you're interested in trying for?
Mm. You know what? I'm trying to just stay present right now.
Yeah.
There's some things bubbling in the pipeline, but I think right now for me, I'm itching to stay in music world right now. Like, I went to shoot Glass Onion, and I came back and I mixed and mastered a project that I'm really excited to release. And, when that time comes, it'll come. It needs to be right. But right now we're in float season, baby. Like,
I love that.
we're floating, we're staying present. We are bring like having fun. Like
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun making music, collaborating, um, yeah, and just living and honoring this version of who Janelle Monae is. Yeah.
So when it comes to the icons, right? Just the other day, Stephanie Mills spoke about like the different genres and the different way that she kind of categorizes R&B versus hip hop. And
Mhm.
she referred to Diana Ross as like royalty R&B and
Mhm.
Beyonce hip hop, which that kind of surprised me. What would you say? And I, not to put you in a box, because obviously that's something that we could never do with you, but if you had to pick something or say something to describe your type of music, what would you say that it would be called?
Well, I didn't hear those comments, so I don't want to make a comment on what they, what she said. Um, I mean, I'm a free ass motherfucker.
I like that genre.
You know, do do with that what you will.
Yes. Okay, so free ass motherfucker. Diddy is going to be doing a versus against Jermaine Dupri. They calling this the bigger than
What?
the Super Bowl. Did you hear
When
about
did
this?
they announce this today or something?
Well, Jermaine Dupri spoke on it on the I Am Athlete podcast. He said they're going to do it in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He
Wow.
said bigger than the Super Bowl, and it's going down next year. Now, when
Oh,
I think of that, I think about a lot of performers coming out. Anybody from the Bad Boy roster, anybody from the So So Def roster. If
wow.
Diddy gave you that phone call and says, "Yo, I need you to pull up," would you pull up?
Yeah, of course. That's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be a fan on the side, actually, like listening, you know,
Yes.
and I mean that music changed my life. I remember all of the stuff that Jermaine put out and put like when I was doing there never was a time that I wasn't on stage singing,
Mhm.
performing.
Mhm.
I remember winning $500 singing My Life by Mary J. Blige.
Really?
I've had a big like he was very instrumental in her career. Without her, I remember singing Jodeci songs. My mom let me listen to everything. I have really young parents, so I listened to all of it. I listened to Escape. I listened to the Brad. I listened to like all that R&B, hip hop, whatever. I don't mean to say genre, but I listen to our music, and they
Yeah.
are big staples in that community. So I'm a fan. You know,
Wait, how
yeah.
old was you when you won that $500 though? Because that sounds like a little come
Oh
up.
my God. Right, old enough to think it was, or young enough to be like, oh my gosh, this is $1 million, $500.
I know that's right.
$1 million.
Okay, now little birdie told me, I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this now, but I
What
heard
did
you
you
may have a tour coming.
Oh, I'm excited about touring. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
definitely excited about it. I'm ready to get back on stage, to perform, to touch like I know that like my fans are like, okay, okay, you've been in movie world, but we miss you over here. So those when it comes, like I'm ready. I'm like I'm in that space where you're like, okay, don't make any mistakes, Janelle Monae. Just be around to see all this happen. Like I have
Yes.
such a strong vision. I have such a strong just like sense of just what this new era is gonna be. And I
Mhm.
just want to share it. I just want to like share it. And yeah.
And is there anybody that you've been wanting to work with on this new project that you're working on, but you haven't either reached out to them yet, or you
Mhm.
maybe haven't been able to? I know you could probably reach everybody, but just anyone in particular.
Ooh, you know what? I not really actually. Like I respect a lot of people. I respect a lot of artists um who are like putting in the work and doing it like there are a lot of new artists that I just respect. Like we don't have to necessarily collaborate, but I
Hmm.
love Flo Millie. Uh,
Mm.
I love um, who else? I'm trying to think. Like I love the way Black women are just like killing hip hop right now.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I love Lotto. I love Amaray. I love
Amaretta.
so, n-
Oh, Amaray. I'm not
well,
familiar with Amaray.
Amaray kind of sings raps. I do like Amaray.
Oh, okay, okay. You putting me on. Put me on. Let's go.
I guess I can't. I'm not gonna box Amaray.
Okay.
I also and I love Doechii. Like
Oh, yes, I love Doechii.
Love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love like all this new energy, this like, yeah, I love it. I love the risks that people are taking.
Okay, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Do we have a roundabout? I know you say you're gonna do it when it's right. You're gonna drop the
Yeah,
entire project when it's right.
that's
But do
right.
you have like a when it's right kind of month?
Don't, it's like when it's right. I mean, with music, with acting, you go in and it's not really. I'm not doing the final editing. I'm not in the cut room. I'm not the director, right?
Mhm.
Not yet. I do want to get into directing, but I'm not that person. But with music, I have to be at every aspect of it, from the musicians that are coming in to cutting all my vocals to writing to all. Like I have to do the final say so of that project. So I'm taking my time with it, and I'm
Mhm.
acknowledging that, like, if I'm out of the studio and I can't be present, then, I gotta go with a deadline that works for me and that'll
Mhm.
make sure that it sounds amazing and I've listened to it and I've really truly signed off on it
Yes.
and not from afar. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Float is
Thank you.
literally become one of my favorite records. Thank you for making it. Cannot wait to hear more music and what you got going on. And did you see Creed 3 yet?
I haven't seen it. I'm excited. Did y'all do the premiere?
We are doing the premiere
Okay.
tomorrow.
I'm
We know the rumors, Janelle.
I'm
Uh,
so proud of Michael B. Jordan and everything that he
what
represents.
about
What
Tessa?
what about
What
Tessa?
about Tessa? Are you and her in communication? Are y'all friends still?
Yes, that's my girl. What? Are
Okay.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
I cannot wait to support her and to support Michael and, like, he directed all of this.
Yes.
Like, that's a big thing to star in it and direct, and I hear
Hmm.
that chemistry is great. Like, I can't wait. Those are my, like, friends. I love them
And
so
you
much.
got that coming too. You have the movie that you're going to be directing very soon and
Yes,
acting in it. We can't wait.
excited.
And doing the soundtrack for. That sounds like a
Wear
whole
me
lot of
out.
money.
I'm ready. I'm
Thank you
ready.
so much, Janelle Monae, Mona Hustle Show.
Thank you.
Bye. See you next time.
We are the morning hustle.